All right guys, so what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna build a detail cart, and I just got that from Amazon. First, it's always funny until someone loses a wiener. I thought it was funny. Anyway, let's get to this. Let's open her up. Let's find out a little bit more about it. This is from Amazon. I'll put the link down below so you guys can buy it. And the idea is to put the pressure washer on this, to put a couple other things on there, some cleaning supplies, the hose, anything else that I think might be useful, so I can get it off the floor and then have it ready to go every time I want to wash the car, and I don't have to keep collecting things, because there's usually like 10 products that I use consistently that I always go to. So that's what this cart is going to be for. I'm going to put it right there in the corner of my garage. So let's get right to it. Let's unbox this thing. All right, so hopefully Amazon didn't destroy this, or FedEx, whoever sent it out. I think it was FedEx that dropped it off, because when I saw them on the camera, they weren't too gentle. And I see that there's a little damage here on the box, so we'll see. It's pretty heavy, so it's definitely built well. All right, so that's everything in the box. Looks like these are the legs that we're gonna use. Well, actually, not the legs, but the intermediate pieces between the tiers. That's pretty cool. This little tray right here has a bunch of little like spots, you know, for a drink or anything else that you're using. A couple little odds and ends, you know, so you can put some odds and ends in there. And it's got a little bar here too, so you can kind of carry, you know, some cleaning products using the trigger sprayer. It does have wheels. Wow, these are big. They're huge. Pretty big. Heavy duty too, wow. I'm excited. Let's see what is involved. Open up the instructions. And it's from a company called Tufion. There it is. See that? All right, so it's a 3-tier and it's gonna look like this by the time I'm done, hopefully. And we'll see what it takes. So hopefully it's not like IKEA furniture and I gotta spend a day and a half trying to figure this out. But I'll fast forward this so you don't have to be bored, and I'll go through this, film the whole thing, and at the tail end we'll see what it's all about. And we'll start loading it up and trying to piece together a nice detail cart for ourselves and not spend a crazy amount of money. I think this one was like $95. I think there was a 10% coupon or discount. Regardless, it was about 95 bucks, which is pretty damn cheap, because these things over at Home Depot and Lowe's are probably like $150 to $200 easy. You might be able to get something similar to this at Harbor Freight. And Harbor Freight typically uses like B quality products, C quality products, not the greatest. So I wanted to get something a little bit decent. And this had really good reviews, so I decided to get it from Amazon. And again, I'll share that link down below, because it looks like, automatically, it looks like a really decent piece. All right, so there's 2 tools you're gonna need: Phillips screwdriver and a mallet. I don't have a rubber mallet, so I'm gonna be using a hammer and just be gentle. All right, where are the instructions? I put the instructions, oh, right here. Insert beam 4 to bottom shelf 3. Looks like these only go in one direction, so they kind of sleeve in to here. And I'll take a picture of it with my cell phone so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I set up my cell phone so you could see from that direction, how I'm setting this up, there's really only one way this can go together. And all four of these pieces go into place. Then they want us to put the wheels on the bottom shelf with the bolts supplied. So let's check that out and see what's going on. I mean, these details are very hard to read. And there's swivel casters and fixed casters, so you want to be sure that the swivel casters are on one side and the locking casters are on the other. So it doesn't really indicate which one is I guess it doesn't really matter, as long as it's set up on the same side. So let's start working on that. So these are fixed casters, and these are the locking casters. So the locking ones have this mechanism here, and the swivel ones are just kind of bare bone. Actually, they're not swivel, these are just straight. They don't swivel at all. These are the only ones that swivel. So you put the swivel ones on one side and the fixed ones on the other. So we'll start with the swivel ones on this end, and then there's basically, I'll set it up so you can see it here. 4 bolt holes, and they line up with the caster. So you just want to set it up so that the bolts go through. So you have a bolt that kind of feeds through here, and then into the tray. And it looks like, yeah, just like that. And you can see the bolt, the stud kind of protruding through the other side. And then obviously a washer and then a nut to hold it into place. And I think that's it. So you have a split washer and then a nut that goes along with it. And it looks like there might be some extras here just in case you lose some. But let's put the studs in first. Carriage bolts. So that's all in place. And then on the other side, you'll see the studs coming through. And then we'll be able to put our washer and then our nut into place. So what I'm going to do is they're all going to be loose for now. Actually, you know what? I apologize. This actually goes in from the other side. So, and the only reason why I know is because the carriage bolt has a square piece on the end of it. So you'll see that square piece right there. That has to go in through the top side. So it actually goes in through this way because there's a square piece, a square element right here. And it kind of fits in snug. And then on the other side here, that's when you're going to see the stud show up, and then you could put your split washer, and your nut. All right, so 13 millimeter. And I should be able to tighten these up pretty easy. I'm gonna make it snug because the split washer is supposed to give it the tension that it needs, so it doesn't have to be super tight. No extras. So you better not lose them. All right. Next step. Once the wheels are in place, install the intermediate deck, which is, which one? Maybe they're both exactly the same. Clamp the middle tray. Looks like that one's the top one. And the only reason why I think I know is because of that. Because it's got the wedges here that made up with the handlebars. So I don't know if you see that. This mates up with this. This right here mates up with that. It's the only reason why I know. Because it's not like you're gonna recognize that. It doesn't even indicate that in the drawings. Little notches that hold it in place. There are 3 screws per corner that hold it into place. Try to get that into place. I think it'll be a little bit easier if we use an electric drill. Just seems like that should have been done earlier. That's why it's 95 bucks. One side at a time. Seems pretty decent. Wasn't too bad to put together. Instructions were lackluster, to be quite honest. I mean, it shows the parts. These are almost like second, third generation copies of like some sort of diagram that someone sketched up. So let's put this thing together and see what it looks like after I put the detailing stuff on. Look what I did. Detail cart, bucket, snow foam cannon, brushes, some like cleaning products, some odds and ends, you know, drying aids, tire dressing, all that kind of stuff. All on one nice little cart. 95 bucks. Can't go wrong. I mean, honestly. Now I can kind of store it in the side here. It cleans up the garage a little bit. And would it take me like, 20 minutes? We'll say a half hour. We got everything on here. And I got my storage stuff in the closet here, so I don't need to put everything on here. I could probably add a couple more things like a light and odds and ends. I got my micro polisher here, my power washer, my nubby nozzle, soap fits perfectly in that little round circle here. So, I mean, listen, for 95 bucks, really? I mean, you can't go wrong. This is great, so I can kind of use this and I don't have to bend over all the time. So, thumbs up. I like it. Very cool. The 20th different person, not the same person, but the different person to comment down below and tell me what they think, you know, what kind of cart they bought. I'll give you one of these, all right? I'll give you both, all right? It's the Ryobi wand that I never use, the hose that it came with, the extension piece for the wand, and the turbo nozzle. I'll send it out to you, okay? So all you gotta do within the United States, be the 20th person to comment, tell me what you think, what you've done in terms of building a cart like that. And I'm curious to see what you think. For $95, is it worth it? I think so. I'll check you out later. Peace, have a good one. Woo!